The black-haired man lies bloodied and miserably poisoned. A blonde man gloats over his fallen victim. A pink-haired woman lies unconscious on a bat. Chaos erupts as the global apocalypse begins.
Desperate people fight violently over meager food supplies. Su Chen activates a mysterious blue energy field.
He realizes he has been reborn to rewrite his life. Natural disasters and storms ravage a burning city.
A bus travels through the hazy city streets.
Passengers discuss the earthquakes and evacuations happening across Trakan.
Rumors spread that major city warehouses are being emptied. Travelers speculate on the staggering value of the missing goods.
Su Chen warns that the end of the world is coming.
A passenger scoffs at the warnings of a global collapse. Su Chen knows equality is impossible during an apocalypse. He remembers the total desolation of his previous life.
Giant monsters once emerged from the ruins of the earth.
Su Chen recalls the initial shock of the monster invasion.
Solar energy triggered global disasters and the appearance of monsters.
He remembers being cornered by massive spider beasts in the past.
Survival became a cruel struggle for scarce food and resources.
Starving people sacrifice their dignity for simple scraps of food. A purple-haired woman reaches out to grab Su Chen's arm. She admits her fear and asks him for protection. Su Chen coldly rejects her plea for help of Elise.
The black-haired man walks away, leaving the bus behind.
He questions what is truly important during a world-ending event.
Su Chen arrives at a large logistics warehouse.
He retrieves his employee vest and his Su Chen IT badge.
A supervisor berates Su Chen for being mere seconds late. Su Chen views the warehouse inventory as his rightful compensation.
Blue energy begins to glow around Su Chen's seat.
He unfolds his spatial ability to claim the warehouse inventory. The system begins automatically storing massive quantities of food.
Su Chen marvels at the vast capacity of his spatial dimension.
He recalls collecting vast water and city resources instantly. Items kept within his space remain perfectly fresh.
Overcome with relief, Su Chen celebrates his newfound security.
A digital list reveals his massive hoard of harvested supplies.
Su Chen breathes a sigh of relief after securing his survival. The supervisor and guards discover the empty warehouse.
The men scream in shock at the total disappearance of goods. The boss confronts Su Chen, demanding to know where everything went.
Su Chen calmly admits to taking all the supplies.
The men stand stunned by his bold and casual confession.
Su Chen escapes through a portal just as the men charge.
He lands safely in a nearby alleyway after his escape.
Su Chen explains his short-range teleportation ability called Space Comp. He knows this mobility will be crucial for surviving future monsters.
Su Chen celebrates his successful zero-cost shopping mission. Su Chen reads an official alert downplaying the global disasters.
A low hum sounds as the phone vibrates.
He recognizes the incoming call from Gao Qiang. She screams at Su Chen for selling the house and vanishing. The pink-haired woman demands the house to feel secure as a woman.
Su Chen remains cold as she threatens to cancel their marriage. He tells her he's returning to Chengdu and hangs up. Su Chen recalls protecting and feeding her during the apocalypse.
He realizes his previous survival efforts were a waste.
A traitorous man mocks Su Chen for finding no supplies.
He gloats over the fallen Su Chen with the woman.
She dismisses Su Chen's death as the result of his incompetence.
The woman challenges her new partner to prove his worth.
Su Chen remembers being betrayed by those he trusted most. He vows to make the two traitors pay the price. He wants them to experience his pain 1,000 times.
Su Chen calls manager Liu to arrange a quintil.
He agrees to sell his house at half price for cash.
Su Chen demands the cash payment immediately. A taxi arrives at the real estate office as the pair waits.
Zhang Xiaotian angrily confronts Su Chen for making Rui. Su Chen coldly orders the pink-haired woman to step aside.
Wang Haoyu threatens Su Chen with a bat for the tail.
A sharp whoosh sounds as Su Chen's hand lunges forward.
A choking sound escapes as Su Chen lifts the Nan. Su Chen slams him down while mocking his arrogance. A cold digital energy surrounds Su Chen's dark resolve. A dark-haired woman in pink stares with wide-eyed distress. Zhang Xiaotian screams for help while grabbing Su Chen's jacket. Wah! A heavy thud sounds as Su Chen strikes a rack.
She sits on the ground in total shock and disbelief.
A desperate gasp sounds as Su Chen continues his assault.
He smirks darkly, promising that they won't die quickly.
A raspy hack sounds as the man struggles for air.
Zhang Xiaotian rushes to check on the injured Wang Haoyu. She demands an apology while threatening to end their marriage. Su Chen looks back at the pair with cold indifference.
He walks away while calling them both completely worthless. A bald manager eagerly offers to buy Su Chen's house.
He gloats internally about the massive profit from the deal.
The men finalize the house contract for a Monday transfer. Su Chen invites the manager to live in any house. A quick ping sounds as the bank confirms the transfer. Su Chen walks away, noting the city's deceptive sense of order. He observes how life continues normally despite the growing disasters. Su Chen considers a high-interest loan to gain more capital. He calls a loan company to mortgage his property certificate.
The scene shifts to the tall Hanhai International Living. Su Chen enters Great Sea Loans to secure more funding.
He asks the loan officer for the maximum possible amount.
Wang Dahai, the loan officer with brown hair and shaved sides, smokes a cigarette while explaining that Su Chen can borrow 500,000 at most, provided he leaves the property certificate. Su Chen remembers that Dahai died to mutant beasts in his previous life.
Su Chen slams his hand on the leather-bound property certificate, demanding another 100,000 yuan immediately. He confidently promises to make a profit and pay the entire amount back in just 1 week. The brown-haired loan officer thinks Su Chen is a foolish gambler willing to sell his own parents for a profit. He tells him that as long as the property certificate is mortgaged with the company, everything else is negotiable.
A sudden, sharp ding sounds as a bank notification appears on a smartphone screen. A transfer of 600,000 yuan has been successfully deposited into the bank account. Outside the building, Gao Qiang fumes with anger about her house, while Wang Haoyu gasps for air. He vows to have his big brother kill Su Chen for the humiliation he suffered. Su Chen walks away in the distance.
Wang Haoyu, still clutching his throat, wonders what the man is doing here. Gao Qiang suggests they follow him to see what he has been up to lately.
The Green City Hotel stands tall. Su Chen enters the hotel. He notes the well-equipped presidential suite and swimming pool, deciding it would be a perfect long-term base. Su Chen observes that despite the chaos, the hotel still has plenty of hot meals and ingredients. A dark-haired restaurant manager named Liu Xinru introduces herself and asks how she can assist. Su Chen raises a finger and asks to order 1,000 banquet tables. The dark-haired manager is visibly startled, repeating the massive order in total disbelief. Liu Xinru lists prices ranging from 5,000 to 100,000 yuan per table. She assumes this young man with such a grand demeanor must be a hidden member of the wealthy elite. Su Chen selects the 10,000 yuan option for a 10 million yuan total, offering a 50,000 deposit now and the balance in a week. He asks if the hotel standards are truly high. Liu Xinru accepts the deposit, thinking it is worth it to connect with such a wealthy person. She reminds herself that the most important thing in business is to be smooth.
The dark-haired manager asks how she should address him. He identifies himself as Su Chen.
Li Xinru asks if he is getting married. Su Chen confirms it is for a wedding and requests to book a presidential suite as well. Su Chen walks away from the napi.
Su Chen is pleased to have secured 10 million worth of food for a small deposit. He smirks, knowing that in the scorching post-apocalyptic world, ice will be worth billions while the final payment will never be made.
Liu Xinru blushes and clasps her hands together, thinking the woman who marries him is incredibly fortunate. In the background, 2 people spy through the glass.
Jiang Shaoqian and Wang Haoyu rush inside to confront the manager. The pink-haired woman asks what Su Chen was doing, prompting Li Xinru to ask who they are.
The pink-haired woman identifies the man. She claims that Su Chen is her boyfriend.
Liu Xinru tells them he ordered a banquet of 1,000 tables and paid a 50,000 deposit. Privately, she judges the woman as mediocre and wonders why wealthy men like her.
Jiang Shaoqian and Wang Haoyu are stunned. The woman wonders in disbelief if Su Chen actually has the money to order a 10 million yuan banquet.
The manager explains that wealthy people often hide their identities until their wedding day to ensure their partners aren't just after their money.
Wang Haoyu, looking sweaty and nervous, asks the manager if Su Chen is truly wealthy. The pink-haired woman looks on with a troubled expression.
The manager shows them the proof. She confirms that Su Chen just transferred 50,000 yuan to the hotel.
Outside, Jiang Shaoqian is now smiling with joy. She concludes that Su Chen wants to introduce her to his wealthy circle and reveal his identity on their wedding day.
Wang Haoyu clutches his shirt and decides he needs to take the initiative. He hopes to create more opportunities for the man he previously mocked.
The pink-haired woman imagines her future. Xiao Chen blushes with stars in eyes.
A thought bubble summarizes Su Chen's aggressive financial plan of selling the house, taking a high-interest loan, and spending on the banquet. Back in his room, Su Chen realized he missed many essentials during his previous theft. He notes that the remaining 800,000 yuan is not much money.
Su Chen's eyes glow with intensity. He thinks it would be a total waste not to take out more online loans at this point.
A series of camera clicks sound as Su Chen performs facial recognition. A digital prompt instructs him to shake his head left and right to verify his identity.
A soft sigh of relief escapes him. A bank notification confirms his current account balance is now 977,000 yuan.
Su Chen flops back onto his bed in a state of triumph. He is relieved to have finally secured 970,000 yuan in loans.
He bounces back up with excitement.
Su Chen scrolls through his phone. He notes that he can conveniently buy what he needs online with fast delivery. 2 panels illustrate the coming disaster, showing a building scorched by sun and another encased in ice. Su Chen knows survival depends on having heat and cold resources. Su Chen places a call to order 2,000 tons of smokeless coal for 500,000 yuan as a deposit. He agrees to pay the remainder after the goods are delivered. The scene shifts to an apartment building. A woman with short blue hair and denim shorts spots him from behind. She calls out to him in surprise.
The blue-haired woman, Li Na, approaches with Jiang Shaoqian. She says it has been a long time and claims Shaoqian has been missing him, but Su Chen remembers Li Na's past treachery.
Su Chen looks back with coldness. Li Na scolds Su Chen for being clueless. She asks if he knows how sad the pink-haired woman has been because of his recent behavior.
Jiang Xiaoqian reaches out and grabs Su Chen's jacket sleeve. She looks up at him with a blushing, pleading expression.
Su Chen pulls away and continues walking. He coldly tells her he has things to do and that she should go ahead and stroll by herself. Li Na and Jiang Xiaoqian watch him walk away. The blue-haired woman points out that Su Chen is taking a taxi.
A taxi door opens as they follow. The women climb into the vehicle.
Su Chen arrives at the ice factory to meet Manager Wheel.
Su Chen shakes hands with the manager while asking for the production timeline for 2,000 tons of ice.
Mr. Wu boasts about his factory's unmatched efficiency, quoting a price of 800,000 yuan for 3 days of work.
Su Chen uses his phone to transfer a 100,000 yuan deposit, promising the rest upon delivery.
The manager's eyes practically turn into currency symbols as he confirms the transfer and eagerly offers further cooperation.
Su Chen claims he intends to donate the entire shipment for charity, leaving the manager sweating in confusion.
He walks away toward his vehicle.
The manager is startled to see another taxi arrive without a scheduled appointment.
Li Na and Jiang Xiaoqian approach the factory grounds looking for Su Chen. The manager questions their presence and reveals that Su Chen just spent nearly 1 million yuan on edible ice. Both women scream in absolute horror and disbelief at the staggering amount of money spent on something so temporary.
The blue-haired woman is now fully convinced that Su Chen is a secret heir to a massive fortune.
Mr. Wu ponders the strange man's claim about donating ice to a charity.
The two women remain frozen in shock.
Scene shifts to an upscale restaurant where Su Chen plans to indulge before the world ends.
Su Chen enters the lavish dining hall, reflecting on how even a simple cafe was an unattainable luxury in his previous life. He looks over the expensive menu, noting that the average spending here is in the thousands. Su Chen is baffled by a menu item represented by a question mark and a high price tag.
A mystery dish costs 17,000.
He decides to order the mystery item, and the waitress politely accepts his choice. Su Chen picks up a cossack buck.
He examines an illustration of a legendary serpent, identifying the coming monster mutations as a form of genetic atavism. A pink-haired waitress carrying a plate approaches his table.
She presents a meal specially prepared to match his temperament, and Su Chen looks up at her.
Su Chen is visibly shaken as he recognizes the woman's face from his past. He identifies her as the legendary Hell's Chef, Dwan Ya, the woman with pink hair and a cold gaze.
He remembers that in the future apocalypse, her magical culinary skills made her someone no one could ever resist.
Dwan Ya playfully asks if he's afraid the food is poisoned before describing the complex, dual flavors of the expensive dish. Su Chen eats the meal and admits it was worth every cent, though he wonders if she would actually poison him later.
Outside, Li Na complains about the mosquitoes while Jiang Xiaoqian vows to become a wealthy wife.
He arrives at a bar.
Su Chen observes the high-end crowd, noting that many rich youths waste millions here without a second thought.
He enters the bar to experience the extravagance he missed out on during his first life. Women at the table notice his arrival and invite him to join them for a drink.
Su Chen takes a drink.
A woman with dark braids named Yunyun looks distressed after her friends mention her boyfriend cheated on her.
A fresh glass is filled up. The blonde woman rants about the poor taste of unfaithful men while Su Chen listens with a stoic expression.
The dark-haired girl chugs her drink in a single breath to numb her heartbreak.
A sudden loud thud sounds as she slams the glass down and aggressively asks Su Chen if he is single.
Yunyun leans in close with a blushing face, asking Su Chen if he is willing to spend the night with her.
Li Na and Jiang Xiaoqian enter the bar and urge their friend to be brave in her pursuit.
The pink-haired woman spots Su Chen with the other girl and immediately suspects him of cheating. Su Chen stands up and leads the girl away, prompting her to marvel at how manly he is.
They head up the stairs together.
Jiang Xiaoqian screams for Su Chen to stop as she watches them leave the main floor.
He leads her toward a room.
A sharp click sounds as the door shuts.
Su Chen mentions the two women following them while the dark-haired girl clings to his own.
Yunyun blushes deeply and confesses that this is her first time, while Su Chen looks on with a bead of sweat. Su Chen flicking the forehead of Yunyun, causing her to cry out in pain as a red mark forms. He sternly advises her to stay home and stockpile food, leaving the dark-haired girl confused as she tentatively agrees.
A firm grip tightens on the door handle as a sharp click sounds.
Su Chen closes the door behind him, thinking it is a waste to leave while recognizing the necessity of his departure.
In the hallway, he spots Li Na and Jiang Xiaoqian aggressively kicking doors while shouting his name, realizing his plans for the night are ruined.
Su Chen stands defiantly amidst a cascade of digital data and floating notifications.
At the warehouse, workers ask where to place the fireplaces and ice makers, and Su Chen directs them to the back as a coal delivery arrives.
A man informs the pink-haired woman that Su Chen is moving heavy machinery into a suburban warehouse, leaving her questioning his motives. The blue-haired woman points out delivery vans from a luxury hotel bringing a full banquet setup to the site.
Chefs prepare an elaborate dining area with a red carpet and many tables as Li Na wonders if a proposal is coming.
Jiang Xiaoqian stands with her hands on her hips, looking smugly confident.
Su Chen removes his jacket at the warehouse just as Gao Qiang arrives to demand an explanation for his massive purchases.
He looks back at her and requests her help moving the supplies, promising to explain once the work is finished.
Xiao Qian is visibly offended by the suggestion, insisting that a future rich lady should never perform manual labor. Lina watches with a serious expression as the pink-haired woman decides to help.
Reluctantly, Xiao Qian begins lifting boxes, convincing herself that she is a tough woman.
She strains under the weight of a large carton, determined to pass what she believes is a test to become his bride.
Lina also joins the heavy lifting, hoping to gain favor and a share of his wealth by showing her usefulness.
Su Chen watches their hard labor with a quiet, knowing smirk.
He reflects on the convenience of using their free labor to move the meals and ice quickly.
As the sun sets, a voice announces they have finally finished moving everything into the warehouse.
One of the women grumbles about the lack of food and plans to take all his money after marriage. Xiao Qian is completely drenched in sweat and hunched over from physical exhaustion.
The blue-haired woman collapses to her knees, cursing the heavy ice blocks that weighed over 100 pounds each.
Looking up, Xiao Qian expects a formal announcement of her new status and the arrival of wealthy wedding guests. Su Chen hands thick red envelopes to the delivery drivers as a bonus, and they are stunned by the generous amount of cash inside. The workers erupt in a joyful cheer, loudly thanking their boss.
The pink-haired woman approaches Su Chen, trembling and asking if there is something more he needs to say.
He dismissively thanks her for the help but informs her there is no payment and she can leave.
Shocked, Xiao Qian begs him to stop joking and proceed with the marriage proposal she anticipated.
Su Chen reveals he sold his house and is now drowning in massive debt, asking if she still wants to be with him.
Lina is aghast, questioning how he could possibly be broke after spending millions on banquets and supplies.
He casually claims he was simply assisting a wealthy benefactor with a charity project for poverty alleviation.
The pink-haired woman's face darkens with an intense, brewing rage. She screams at him, accusing him of lying to her about his fortune. With a snarl, she lunges forward to strike him. Su Chen effortlessly dodges, causing her to crash to the ground where she renounces any plans to marry him. He glares down at her with cold eyes, voicing his total lack of concern for a gold digger.
Xiao Qian is left fuming on the floor, her face twisted in rage.
Lina points an accusing finger at him and vowing he will regret this as she leads her sobbing friend away.
Su Chen watches them leave and thinks they will be the ones filled with regret when the world ends. A heavy thud echoes through the warehouse as he slides the massive metal bolts into place.
Standing among the crates, he reflects that all necessary resources are secured for the coming disaster.
Blue energy swirls around Su Chen's hand as he commands his infinite storage space to open. A low hum fills the air as a brilliant blue light shines through the warehouse windows at dusk. The moon shines brightly in a dark sky filled with shimmering stars.
The Green City Hotel stands tall, its windows glowing against the night city skyline.
A large man with suspenders laughs boisterously while Xiao Qian and Wang Haoyu stand nearby. Wang Haoyu pulls the pink-haired woman close as she looks away with a troubled, blushing expression. She decides that being with the blonde man is a better option, considering his wealthy family connections in another city. Su Chen continues his meal as the pink-haired woman identifies him with shock.
The blonde man points an accusing finger. Calling Su Chen a punk, the blonde man makes his presence known.
Smoking a cigarette, the large man in suspenders threatens Su Chen for harming his brother.
The large man reveals Su Chen's massive debt while the blonde man anticipates a fight.
The two women scoff at Su Chen's financial situation and status.
Su Chen stoically wipes his laugh.
Looming over him, the large man dismisses the possibility of repayment by tonight. The blonde man aggressively urges his brother to finish Su Chen off.
A dark-haired manager attempts to de-escalate the rising tension.
The large man demands a kneeling apology to settle the matter. Su Chen dismisses the group as mere pests to the concerned manager.
A heavy thud echoes as the large man slams the table in a rage.
A goateed man enters demanding an explanation for the disturbance.
He sternly questions who authorized such trouble in his establishment.
The large man freezes in fear as Su Chen watches with a cold gaze.
The large man grovels before the newcomer, who warns him against causing further trouble. Submissively agreeing to leave, the large man offers a future toast to the goateed boss.
Su Chen recalls the future where Gao Qiang became a powerful mutant known as Skull Crusher.
Recognizing the hotel as the site of early mutations, Su Chen prepares his own move.
The goated man Gao Qiang narrows his eyes suspiciously.
With glowing blue eyes, Su Chen vows to seize the coming opportunity for himself.
Gao Qiang observes the boy's intense and unusual glare.
Digital data swirls around Su Chen's focused expression. A vibrant title screen marks a shift in the story.
Elegant black heels click across the marble floor. Gao Qiang introduces the pink-haired Dwan Ya while red wine is poured.
Dwan Ya stares forward with a cold, piercing expression. A hand lifts a glass while praising the woman's beauty.
An obese man with a thin mustache jovially offers a drink.
Dwan Ya gazes warily at the wine glass glowing with red energy. A quick shimmer sounds as the glass is swirled.
Standing by the window, Su Chen reflects on his past survival in a basement.
He drinks his wine, unconcerned by the women following him.
He views their arrival as a chance to settle old debts.
Outside, the blonde man and his large companion complain about the night's heat.
They laugh boisterously while looking forward to seeing girls in swimsuits. The two women in bikinis marvel at the unusually bright moon.
The blonde man makes a romantic declaration while the pink-haired girl urges him toward the pool.
From his high vantage point, Su Chen notes the impending disaster.
He toasts to the moon as the apocalypse officially begins. A low rumble sounds as the moon pulses with a red light.
A massive crash sounds as the courtyard is engulfed in crimson energy.
A sharp cry sounds as the moonlight suddenly turns scorching. The group runs for their lives as their skin begins to burn.
Inside, men playing cards wonder about the strange brightness in their friends.
The swimmers burst through the door in a state of panic. The card players scream in horror at their friends' charred skin.
Desperate cries for water fill the room as the victims collapse.
Spotting a fish tank, the blonde man shouts in a frenzy for water.
Panicked swimmers plunge into the fish tank water.
Women scream for others to move aside as they claim the limited water for themselves.
Two men frantically wonder what everyone is doing while searching for Brother Hai.
The blonde man shouts out for his putter.
A charred man begs piteously for help.
Cries of apology and hatred echo through the room.
Sun Debiao questions Dwan Ya as to why she has not started drinking.
Gao Qiang mentions that he has prepared a banquet and asks for Sun's input.
Sun Debiao aggressively declares that everyone in the city drinks what he pours while telling Gao Qiang to mind his own business.
Dwan Ya realizes that Gao Qiang has set her up just to curry favor with Sun Debiao.
She gazes at her wine glass with suspicion and anger.
She wonders what she should do to escape the situation.
A massive roar sounds as a blinding light floods the room. Panic screams erupt as the men are suddenly blinded.
A hand pulls the curtains shut with a quick snap.
Gao Qiang and Sun Debiao agree that something is wrong and decide to head downstairs to investigate.
Dwan Ya feels a sudden, overwhelming weakness wash over her.
A manager tries to calm the crowd, informing them that she has contacted a rescue team. A man reports that the moon's sudden brightness caused outdoor temperatures to hit 70 degrees, leaving many injured.
Sun Debiao calls Minister Zhao at the Green City Hotel demanding a pickup. He learns that no one is available to help because they are focused on preventing total power failures.
Brother Hai screams in pain as his friends try to treat his burns while questioning how they will get to a hospital.
Brother Hai assures the group that he will have Xiao Dao drive over to collect them. Xiao Dao notes that the air feels unusually hot while he is on the phone.
The van navigates a sun-bleached parking area.
Xiao Dao looks at his phone while driving through the intense heat.
The van speeds down the highway. Xiao Dao screams in shock as the extreme heat causes all his tires to blow out at once. He attempts to flee the stalled vehicle onto. His shoes begin to melt and stick to the scalding pavement.
A quick sizzle sounds as the sole of his shoe fuses with the wood.
He collapses onto the searing hot asphalt. The driver's face is gruesomely melted by the intense heat. A sharp cry sounds as his hand claws at the burning round. His phone rings on the road as he succumbs to the heat.
The group watches the phone screen as the call goes unanswered.
A thud sounds as the phone is dropped in despair.
The display shows a missed call from Brother Hai.
The thermostat clicks as it fails to lower the rising room temperature.
Soft light illuminates a quiet, private indoor pool.
Su Chen lies comfortably in his Lec3 bed.
A soft snore sounds as Su Chen sleeps peacefully.
In a vision, desperate and half-naked people beg for help.
Su Chen coldly points a handgun at the Begenverb.
A news broadcast warns of rising casualties and urges people to stay indoors to avoid severe skin and respiratory burns. Transformers inside the power center spark and crackle with electricity. A massive explosion destroys the station as a message states the dialed number is unreachable.
A man informs Brother Hai that they will have to share the last available room in the hotel.
Xiao Chen is outraged by the joke, insisting she cannot share a room with a man. The survivors walk away, refusing to share the limited space.
Brother Hai questions the sudden power outage as the ceiling light begins to flicker.
As the indoor temperature climbs, the group urges Brother Hai to find a way to avoid suffocation.
Xiao Chen suggests seizing Su Chen's presidential suite for its swimming pool.
Su Chen swims in his private pool, reflecting on how he anticipated the city's power grid failures.
His foresight led him to select a room equipped with its own pool for the disaster.
Su Chen dries his hair by the tool set.
A massive digital feast appears on the table. Su Chen sits to eat with focused determination. Su Chen picks up a piece of meat while anticipating Gao Qiang's upcoming opportunity.
Xiao Qian's frantic demands echo through the door as Su Chen turns his cold gaze toward the entrance.
Su Chen opens the door and a blast of cold, misty air rushes out toward the group. The group is stunned to find the room is still perfectly cooled by air conditioning.
Su Chen stoically questions what the group wants from him.
Wang Haoyu excitedly points out the room's ice, food, and electricity to Brother Hai.
Xiao Chen and Li Na demand Su Chen vacate the room immediately, labeling him selfish for enjoying luxury.
Wang Haoyu aggressively threatens Su Chen to step aside before they use force.
Brother Hai demands the room be signed over as interest on Su Chen's massive debt. Brother Hai threatens to throw Su Chen out as a heavy thud sounds. A sudden, booming bang echoes as Su Chen shoots Brother Hai.
Brother Hai glares with wide, glowing red eyes in a state of shock. A fresh blood stain blooms on Brother Hai's shirt from the bullet wound.
Su Chen holds his smoking handgun with a cold, purple-eyed gaze. Xiao Tian and her companion stare in absolute horror at Su Chen's weapon.
Brother Hai yields to the threat, acknowledging Su Chen's toughness.
A sharp, quick sizzle sounds as the group watches in stunned silence.
Brother Hai collapses with a shot to the leg, letting out a piteous scream of pain.
Su Chen orders them to leave immediately, threatening to kill them for wasting his time.
Su Chen begins a cold countdown, ordering them to disappear from his sight.
Gao Qiang rages at the staff as he demands to know why the hotel has no food.
The manager explains that massive prior orders depleted their current food stock.
Sun Debiao pours water over himself and demands all remaining provisions be brought to him.
Desperate, sweating survivors protest the hoarding of food and water while the elite dismiss them.
Gao Qiang watches as the wounded Brother Hai is dragged away by his friends.
Observing the gunshot wound, Gao Qiang suspects a dangerous individual resides upstairs as Brother Hai coughs piteously.
Xiao Chen informs the desperate crowd of the luxuries hidden within Su Chen's room.
The crowd questions if she is telling the truth.
Xiao Chen describes the room as a heaven filled with ice, fried chicken, and alcohol. The crowd rages at the disparity and resolves to seize the room for themselves. Gao Qiang directs his men to investigate while a small child begs his mother for fried chicken.
Cold air continues to pour from the doorway.
A couple approaches Su Chen, feigning a need for discussion while relishing the cool air.
The crowd pleads for entry by citing respect for elders while the small boy asks about the chicken.
A bowl of fried chicken and fries appears.
The boy lunges toward the chicken with a desperate scream. A quick tap sounds as a fid moves. The boy is kicked back as a massive, loud crash sounds.
Xiao Tian and other women scream in horror as the child is sent flying through the air.
Su Chen warns the parents to control their children or he will do it for them. The crowd labels Su Chen a murderer for hitting a child.
The angry mob surges forward, screaming for Su Chen to be kicked out. The desperate crowd charges at Su Chen as he stands alone, ready to defend his room.
A man with dark, spiky hair stares in wide-eyed shock as blood splatters across his face. A loud bang sounds as bodies fall during the mob's violent attempt to storm the suite.
Two sweaty survivors look down in grim silence at a fallen man lying in the hallway.
Su Chen points his smoking gun, warning the mob that while he is alone, they only have one life. The scene fades as a message of gratitude for the reader's support appears, signaling a brief pause in the action. A humble, kneeling figure pleads for continued support as the story shifts toward the next phase of the disaster.
A low rumble sounds as the Green City Hotel stands tall under the shimmering, scorched sky.
Outside, survivors argue over the fate of Brother Hai, who has succumbed to his infected, rotting wounds in the extreme heat.
The man with the bowl-cut hair screams in a blinding rage, blaming Su Chen entirely for Brother Hai's death. A hidden camera watches the hallway as desperate voices plead for Su Chen to remember how much they love him. Xiao Qian and Li Na offer themselves to Su Chen, promising to do anything he wants if he just lets them inside to cool off. Su Chen smiles coldly and invites the women inside, mockingly noting that their sisterly love surely runs deep. The women rejoiced with wide smiles, showering Su Chen with praise and calling him a good person for not abandoning them. Seizing the moment, the bowl-cut man charges toward the open door with a scream, intending to kill Su Chen. Su Chen raises a heavy pipe and declares with a cold gaze that anyone who attempts to walk through the door will die. A heavy thud sounds as Su Chen's strike sends the man flying backward with a piteous scream. Su Chen stands over the fallen man and calmly asks the remaining crowd if anyone else wants to try. Terrified by the display of violence, the two women cower and decide that they are much better off staying outside. Su Chen gazes at them with icy purple eyes and coldly orders them to get lost.
A survivor calls out to Xiao Qian as she retreats down the empty, sun-drenched hotel hallway.
Su Chen watches the corridor with a silent, focused intensity, his expression unreadable as the door closes.
Su Chen warns that staying nearby might get them killed as a sophisticated automated turret is deployed to guard the suite.
A low rumble sounds as a treaded vehicle navigates through the scorched, hazy parking area outside.
Survivors celebrate at the sight of a modified rescue van and soldiers in insulated suits, believing they are finally saved.
A soldier in silver gear demands to know if academician Liu Zhenguo is present among the survivors.
Liu Zhenguo identifies himself, and the rescue team prepares his extraction while others protest being left behind.
The soldier informs the crowd that they must reach a nearby rescue point on their own tonight.
The survivors cheer, relieved to hear that the authorities have a rescue operation planned for the following morning. Sun Debiao tries to bribe the soldiers with $1 billion for an insulated suit, but they dismiss him to protect the geological expert. The rescue team begins their retreat as the survivors look on with a mixture of hope and silent envy. Xiao Qian screams at the departing soldiers, accusing Su Chen of being a murderer living upstairs in the hotel. The mob joins her cry, insisting that the authorities must make a decision and cannot let the murderer go free.
A soldier named Xiaofeng decides to investigate the situation upstairs before they leave, despite his commander's warning against acting impulsively.
Lu Xiaofeng heads into the hotel while Xiao Can plots to seize the room and wait for rescue once Su Chen is dead.
A quiet hallway remains still as the tension rises before the impending confrontation.
Lu Xiaofeng cautiously enters the hallway, his rifle raised and ready for any threat he might encounter.
He pauses and looks around with a confused expression as he senses something is not quite right.
A small security camera peers out from behind the leaves of a potted plant, tracking the soldier's movements.
A door opens and a canister is tossed toward Lu Xiaofeng with a quick hiss. A blinding flash fills the hallway as the device detonates near the soldier.
Thick clouds of gas billow across the floor as the canisters roll to a stop.
Lu Xiaofeng coughs violently as he realizes he has been hit by a wave of tear gas. Choking and blinded, the Special Forces captain attempts a quick retreat from the overwhelming fumes. Through his stinging eyes, Lu Xiaofeng sees the blurred figure of Su Chen standing in the cool, hazy room. Su Chen identifies the man as Lu Xiaofeng, deputy captain of the Special Forces, and tells him they should talk now that he is awake.
Bound to a chair between blocks of ice, Lu Xiaofeng demands to know how Su Chen managed to get a gun and flash grenades.
Su Chen explains he is just a recent graduate who picked up the gear during a trip to the Middle East and tells Lu Xiaofeng there is nothing he can do if he chooses not to believe him.
Su Chen questions if the government has truly set up rescue zones for the citizens to go to tomorrow morning.
Lu Xiaofeng is startled and asks how Su Chen could possibly know about that confidential information.
Su Chen reflects on his knowledge of the future while observing the survivors outside who are succumbing to the heat of the morning moonlight.
Bound to a chair, Lu Xiaofeng suggests that heavy blankets could serve as insulation to increase the survival rate of those outside.
Su Chen questions the validity of the claim, but the soldier firmly insists that his theory is correct. Su Chen places the barrel of his handgun against the back of the soldier's head as a tense silence fills the room.
Lu Xiaofeng pleads for a final chance to share his survival advice with the others before Su Chen executes him.
The soldier promises he will use his walkie-talkie only to relay the information and will not call for any military backup.
A sharp, quick zip sounds as Su Chen slices through the ropes to release his captive.
Lu Xiaofeng rubs his wrists in confusion while Su Chen keeps his weapon trained on him from across the room.
Su Chen explains that he is sparing the man out of respect for his role, but warns that he will not tolerate further interference.
Su Chen remains calm despite the threat of the military, telling the soldier to look toward the ceiling above them.
Lu Xiaofeng stares in shock at a high-tech automated turret equipped with facial recognition and multiple machine guns.
Su Chen repeats his claim about acquiring the gear in the Middle East and warns that the turret will eliminate anyone else in the room. Su Chen notes that the soldier is likely too busy with the current crisis to continue wasting time on a confrontation.
Acknowledging the power dynamic and the immediate danger, Lu Xiaofeng agrees to drop the matter and leave. As the soldier retreats toward the rescue vehicle outside, the crowd wonders if Su Chen is truly too powerful to be handled. Sun Debiao watches the departure with a sweating, enraged expression, his eyes filled with frustration.
A sudden, loud whap sounds as Sun Debiao strikes one of his subordinates for failing to act against the soldier. Sun Debiao orders everyone to leave while his long-haired subordinate questions how much longer they must put up with his abuse. Su Chen's silhouette watches from the darkness as Gao Qiang wonders if the young man is actually trying to bring order to the chaos. The long-haired man threatens to kill Su Chen, but Gao Qiang orders his men to wait for a better moment.
Gao Qiang approaches Su Chen with a suspicious, sweating expression and asks why he has come down from his room. Su Chen offers to make a deal with the boss while pouring out a bucket of glittering cold ice cubes.
A narrative pause occurs as the creator pleads for support to ensure the continuation of the story.
Su Chen sits amidst piles of supplies, monitoring a digital screen as the city continues to burn in the background.
The desperate crowd realizes Su Chen has ice and immediately resolves to kill him to take everything he owns. Overcome by greed, the long-haired man lunges forward with his hands outstretched to seize the supplies. A sharp, quick clack sounds as Su Chen slams the barrel of a rifle into the man's neck, instantly halting his advance. Gao Qiang puts on a friendly smile and tells Su Chen to ignore his subordinates so they can discuss the terms of the deal.
A survivor relishes the incredible sensation of an ice cube melting in their mouth, finding the relief overwhelming.
While enjoying the ice, Gao Qiang privately plots to agree to Su Chen's demands only until he can find an opening to kill him. A heavy, muffled thud sounds as Sun Debiao kicks Gao Qiang in the stomach, accusing him of hoarding the ice for himself. Sun Debiao stands over the fallen boss and warns him that he will be killed if he doesn't start sharing the luxuries.
Gao Qiang glares upward with glowing red eyes, his face twisted into a mask of pure, murderous hatred.
Sun Debiao eats the ice while lamenting the lack of food and the slow pace of the rescue operation. A pink-haired woman sits nearby in silence, her expression cold and guarded as she watches the violent men.
A sudden quick whap sounds as Sun Debiao grabs the woman's arm and demands she follow him for his amusement.
The woman struggles against his grip and insults him, refusing to submit to his aggressive advances. Sun Debiao tears at her clothes with a sneer, threatening to share her with the rest of the group once he is finished. The woman covers herself in shame while Sun Debiao mockingly offers to help her remove the rest of her clothing. Gao Qiang's shadowed figure appears behind Sun Debiao, telling him that he has gone far enough with his behavior.
Sun Debiao turns in a rage, yelling at the boss to shut his mouth and questioning his authority.
A sickening, loud crack sounds as Gao Qiang delivers a lethal blow to Sun Debiao's head.
A panicked cry echoes through the hallway as the survivors realize a murder has just taken place. A wet, soft splat sounds as Gao Qiang stands over the body, declaring that Sun Debiao was a casualty of the surrounding chaos.
Gao Qiang asserts total control over the area, ordering everyone to head for the rescue point or face death.
The pink-haired woman looks up toward the second floor where Su Chen is silently observing the brutal transition of power.
Su Chen notes that his manipulation worked and decides to speed up his plans since Gao Qiang was once a powerful leader. Su Chen wonders if the timeline of Gao Qiang's rise to power will be accelerated as more survivors gather in the heat. The ornate ceiling of the hotel remains still as a brief moment of quiet follows the violence. A desperate voice cries out from the crowd, pleading for the strong to provide what they desire most. On her knees and sweating, the pink-haired woman begs for supplies and offers her absolute obedience in return. Gao Qiang takes a long drink of ice water and tells the desperate women that they must follow him and do his bidding if they want to survive.
The two women scramble toward the empty bucket as it is tossed aside, their eyes wide with desperation.
Gao Qiang sits on a couch and dismisses the idea of the rescue point, warning that individuals must rely on themselves in this doomsday.
The long-haired man questions why they are wasting limited supplies on useless survivors while Gao Qiang listens with a smirk. Huddled under thick blankets, the two women dream of finding meat and cold soda once they reach the military's rescue zone.
A sudden, sharp gasp sounds as the long-haired man blocks the pink-haired woman's path, calling her departure unfair after she took their water.
A sudden, quick rip sounds as the long-haired man tears the pink-haired woman's clothes, demanding she stay behind for his entertainment.
A massive, glowing white sun blazes in a hazy pink sky, signifying the onset of the extreme morning heat.
Huddled under a massive white blanket, a survivor curses Gao Qiang for seizing control of all the food and water. The man insists that while the hotel is a death trap, the distant rescue point offers at least a small chance of staying alive. Multiple survivors huddle under insulated blankets as they trudge through a scorched, post-apocalyptic cityscape where the ground radiates lethal heat.
A sudden, quick clack sounds as the makeshift wooden boards tied to the survivors' shoes strike the blistering pavement.
A panicked cry echoes as a survivor looks back in horror at someone collapsing from the overwhelming temperatures.
An elderly survivor perishes horribly as black fluid pours from her mouth while the heat melts her physical form.
A man lies prone on the burning asphalt, weakly reaching out and begging for help that never comes. A panicked cry echoes through the hazy air as survivors continue their desperate trek past the fallen and the dying.
Two massive, red-skinned monsters with glowing eyes and scorched bodies emerge from the haze to block the survivor's path. The mutated creature stares ahead with glowing red eyes, its face twisted into a mask of pure, murderous hunger. Su Chen reflects on his past life, remembering how many people were sacrificed because no one told them to bring blankets for the heat. Watching from the hotel balcony, Su Chen remains unmoved as a survivor below screams for someone to wait.
The two women suggest to the long-haired man that they should go to a private room for some fun instead of staying in the open.
The long-haired man laughs maliciously at their desperate attempt to bargain for their safety.
A sickening, loud crack sounds as a massive, mutated hand shatters the glass to invade the building. Panic erupts among the survivors as they mistake the glowing, mutated monsters for a wave of zombies.
The survivors huddle in fear as the creatures loom over them, wondering if a single bite will turn them into monsters.
Gao Qiang grabs one of his subordinates by the throat and tells him to test the monster's lethality himself.
The monster seizes the screaming man, whose skin begins to char and steam from the creature's extreme internal temperature.
The long-haired man checks on his boss while Gao Qiang observes that the monster's body temperature is unnaturally high. Su Chen suddenly appears with a long sword in hand, ordering the others to clear the way so he can engage the threat. The long-haired man looks on with a bewildered expression, questioning if Su Chen truly intends to fight the monsters alone. Gao Qiang watches with a cold, calculating gaze, plotting to let Su Chen kill the creatures before murdering him and taking his gear. Su Chen explains that these beings are not zombies but mythological drought demons formed from mutated corpses that do not spread infection.
Su Chen observes the two creatures and notes that they retain certain memories and attachments from their previous human lives.
Su Chen reflects that one of the monsters likely became a drought demon because it was murdered by Gao Qiang and seeks revenge.
Su Chen identifies the other creature as Wang Dahai, who transformed into a drought demon because Su Chen was the one who killed him. The mutated Wang Dahai lunges forward with a feral snarl, its claws outstretched to strike the young man. Su Chen remains calm as the monster approaches, noting that this is the perfect opportunity to enact his plan. Su Chen raises his katana high above his head, preparing to deliver a lethal, focused strike to the charging monster. A blinding flash of light fills the scene as the blade connects with the creature's head. A sharp, quick swish sounds as Su Chen's blade slices completely through the monster, splitting its head open.
Su Chen watches as a glowing purple crystal nucleus falls from the monster's remains, identifying it as a source of superhuman strength. Su Chen seizes the rare crystal while the second monster, the one Gao Qiang killed, attempts to grab him from behind. A sharp, quick zip sounds as Su Chen's foot leaves the ground, allowing him to leap away from the monster's reach. Su Chen leaps high into the air, telling the survivors that he is finished and leaving the remaining monster for them to deal with. Su Chen waves goodbye as he retreats up the stairs, leaving Gao Qiang to scream in a murderous, impotent rage. A sudden, quick whap sounds as Gao Qiang grabs a subordinate by the neck, calling him useless trash and ordering him to fight. The remaining drought demon seizes the subordinate as he screams in agony, his skin beginning to burn under the monster's touch. Gao Qiang orders the rest of his men to grab their weapons and kill the monster before it kills them all. Narrative text explains the rarity of crystal nuclei and mutated beasts while a glowing crystal rests at the bottom of a glass of whiskey.
Su Chen instructs himself to clean the crystal nucleus before swallowing it to absorb its energy.
A sudden, quick gulp sounds as the young man consumes the glowing nucleus. Su Chen explains that this method allows his body to fully integrate the crystal's power. Su Chen screams as his body begins to mutate and glow with intense internal energy. A sickening, loud crash sounds as the young man's power shatters the floor beneath him. Gao Qiang stares in horror at a pile of empty bottles, lamenting that their last water source is gone. A sudden, quick snap sounds as Gao Qiang seizes a woman's arm and threatens to maim her if she flees. Li Na begs Brother Dao for mercy, offering a way to deal with Su Chen in exchange for her freedom.
Lina suggests using Jiang Shaoqian as bait to ambush Su Chen while Dwan Ya looks on in horror.
Dwan Ya demands meat as a condition for her cooperation, while the scarred boss scoffs at the request. Gao Qiang stares intensely while entertaining a dark and twisted thought about providing meat. Gao Qiang holds a kitchen knife and ominously tells Dwan Ya that getting meat is up to her. Dwan Ya's eyes widen in absolute terror as she realizes the boss is suggesting cannibalism. Sweating and terrified, Lina watches in silence as Dwan Ya processes the horrific proposal. The serrated kitchen knife is held firmly, glinting under the dim light of the room. A sudden, quick swish sounds as the blade is swung through the air with lethal intent.
Lina screams in a panic, pleading with Dwan Ya by calling her a sister and begging for her life.
Dwan Ya's eyes glow with a murderous light as she rejects the idea of their sisterhood. A sharp, quick zip sounds as Dwan Ya swings the knife, recalling Lina's earlier betrayal. A sudden, quick thud sounds as Dwan Ya delivers a final, brutal strike to the pleading woman. Gao Qiang and his subordinate laugh at the scene, telling the victim she only has herself to blame. Dwan Ya stands over the body and vows to eventually consume Su Chen's blood to satisfy her hunger.
Gao Qiang orders his subordinate to have Dwan Ya cook the meat so they have strength for their next move.
The long-haired man grinds his teeth in frustration and fear while listening to his boss.
Brother Dao yells into the hallway, demanding to know where Dwan Ya has gone. Su Chen's eyes snap open, glowing with a fierce and unnatural red light.
A massive, heavy boom sounds as Su Chen lands on the ground, wreathed in arcs of electricity.
Su Chen observes that he has gained a physique-type ability and significantly higher heat resistance. A sudden, quick wham sounds as Su Chen flexes, noting the massive increase in his physical strength. Looking at his security monitor, Su Chen notes that someone has arrived at his door. Dwan Ya stands at the entrance, hoping her leverage will protect her from the madness downstairs. Su Chen opens the door shirtless and asks the pink-haired woman if everything is all right. Dwan Ya blushes and looks away, stunned by the young man's imposing and powerful presence.
Su Chen apologizes for the accidental encounter while the scene shifts to the empty hallway.
A sudden, quick ahem sounds as Su Chen considers the awkwardness of recruiting the strong-willed woman. Dwan Ya highlights her skills as a surgeon and chef, desperate to prove her worth to stay in the air-conditioned room. Su Chen questions her utility given the scarcity of resources while Dwan Ya begs not to be kicked out. Su Chen smiles and welcomes her to consider the place her home, making her realize she may have overplayed her hand. Su Chen warns the woman that she must behave and avoid having any ulterior motives while staying with him. Dwan Ya looks on with a sweating, serious expression, claiming she never doubts his methods or determination. Su Chen's eyes glow with a purple hue as he commands the woman to remove her clothing.
Dwan Ya blushes deeply and clutches her torn shirt, wondering if it is time to begin their arrangement.
A system notification appears thanking readers for their support and explaining future chapter availability.
Su Chen looks down at the kneeling woman and promises to give her something different to eat.
A sudden, quick hiss sounds as Dwan Ya enjoys the incredible luxury of a hot shower in the apocalypse. Narrative text notes that despite his providing for her, Su Chen is far from being a saint. Su Chen repeats his offer to provide the pink-haired woman with a different kind of sustenance.
Dwan Ya looks upward with a dazed and blushing expression, confused by the young man's mysterious intent.
A white text bubble on a black background reveals the woman's internal acceptance of the situation. A sudden, quick click sounds as Su Chen uses his phone to take a photograph of the woman in the shower. Su Chen looks at his phone with a satisfied smirk.
A sudden quick dit sounds as the woman walks across the wooden floor in high heels.
Dwan Ya stands dressed in a revealing nurse outfit, looking flustered and blushing deeply.
The pink-haired woman asks if he is serious while Su Chen watches her with a thoughtful expression.
Loud banging sounds as a man outside screams for Su Chen to open the door and save him, threatening to break it down as the young man prepares for another confrontation.
Dwan Ya looks toward the door with an intense and determined expression.
Su Chen's eyes glow with a purple light as he questions if the group has actually consumed human flesh. Su Chen tells the intruders not to damage the door while a woman on the floor begs him to save her.
The group of mutated men laughs maliciously at the young man, asking if he is finally coming out to face them.
A one-eyed mutated man creeps up behind Su Chen with a long knife in his hand.
A sharp, quick whish sounds as the mutated man swings his blade and screams at Su Chen to die.
A sudden, quick snap sounds as Su Chen effortlessly catches the man's wrist mid-swing.
Su Chen slams the attacker into the floor while the other tattooed monsters watch with wide-eyed shock.
The large tattooed boss grabs a pink-haired woman and ignores her frantic pleas to be let go.
A sudden quick duo sounds as the woman runs towards Su Chen, begging him for help.
A sudden, quick duo sounds as the woman's face distorts into a monstrous snarl with sharp fangs and red eyes.
Su Chen explains that eating human flesh causes permanent mutation into a monster while the creature coughs on the floor.
The tattooed man argues that eating people is acceptable as long as it ensures their survival in the apocalypse.
The mutated woman claims the human meat was delicious and filled her with strength before turning her hunger towards Su Chen. A sudden, quick swish sounds as Su Chen catches the lunging monster by the throat as she expresses her desire to taste his flavor. A sudden, quick thud sounds as Su Chen delivers a powerful kick that sends the monster flying upward.
A sickening, loud crash sounds as the mutated woman is sent smashing through the glass window of the upper floor.
A sudden, quick thump sounds as the creature grips the ledge, vowing that she won't let Su Chen escape so easily.
A sudden, quick tisk sounds as the mutated woman pulls herself back into the room with her clawed hands.
The feral creature glares at the young man with glowing red eyes and bared teeth. Hanging precariously from the building, the monster screams in agony about the intense heat. The tattooed men decide to launch a coordinated attack to prevent Su Chen from drawing a weapon. Su Chen dismissively questions if he even needs to use bullets against such lowly opponents.
A mutated man leaps through the air, warning Su Chen not to underestimate him while the young man remains calm.
A sudden quick bang sounds as Su Chen fires his gun, stating that he enjoys being wasteful with his resources.
A sharp, quick whish sounds as the mutated boss orders his men to spread out during the fight.
The long-haired mutant laughs, bragging that their physical transformations have granted them superior reaction speed.
The monster claims that Su Chen cannot hope to land a hit on them even while he is on guard. Su Chen suddenly appears in front of the creature and asks if he has finished talking. A massive, heavy boom sounds as Su Chen slams the monster into the ground, telling him to go die. A sudden, quick crack sounds as Su Chen intercepts a knife attack with his bare hands.
A sudden quick wham sounds as Su Chen kicks another mutated man across the room with a double strike.
A massive, heavy boom sounds as Su Chen strikes a monster, sending him reeling with a scream of pain.
A sudden, quick crack sounds as Su Chen lands a brutal blow to the creature's face, shattering its teeth.
A massive, heavy boom sounds as Su Chen slams the large mutated man against the wall by his throat. Su Chen continues to choke the tattooed boss while the hallway behind them sits in ruins.
Su Chen's eyes burn with an intense purple light as he looks toward a new threat. A sudden, quick roar sounds as a flaming demonic silhouette looms in the background of the apartment.
A sudden, quick swish sounds as a charred, mutated figure lands heavily on the floor, wreathed in fire.
Su Chen looks at the new arrival and identifies her as Zhang Xiaoqian.
Su Chen notes that her rapid mutations suggest she had a very deep attachment to her former human life.
A sudden, quick snap sounds as Su Chen breaks the man's neck, deciding to kill him since he refuses to disappear.
Su Chen stands over the fallen boss, coldly promising to kill him as many times as necessary to finish the job.
The mutated Zhang Xiaoqian unleashes a terrifying roar, her body glowing with intense internal heat and fangs bared.
Su Chen holds up support signs while a dark figure looms over a victim, encouraging readers to like and comment on the series.
Dwan Ya marvels at Su Chen's incredible strength in defeating Gao Qiang's gang alone. She notes the terrifying and dangerous aura emanating from the mutated monster standing before him. Dwan Ya decides she must help so she can remain by Su Chen's side without being a burden.
The woman leans against the boxes, her resolve hardening.
A sudden realization strikes the pink-haired woman.
Su Chen senses something and looks back over his shoulder. Dwan Ya brandishes her whip, offering to assist him in defeating the monster. Su Chen questions her offer and notes her courage but remains doubtful of her effectiveness.
Su Chen tells her that her presence will only serve as a distraction, leaving her bewildered.
The mutated monster lets out a series of low growls before unleashing a terrifying, deafening roar. A sudden, quick roar sounds as the monster lunges forward with feral intensity.
Su Chen remains perfectly composed as the creature attacks.
A sudden, quick swish sounds as Su Chen moves to intercept the lunging beast. Dwan Ya gasps in shock as she watches the brutal confrontation unfold.
A system notification reveals Su Chen has activated his powerful berserker mode ability. The monster unleashes another series of roars and prepares to strike the young man from behind.
A sudden, quick roar sounds as the creature's jaws snap hungrily. A sudden, quick crunch sounds as the monster sinks its fangs into Su Chen's shoulder. Su Chen mocks the monster's weak bite and declares it is finally his turn to attack.
A sudden quick snap sounds as Su Chen seizes the monster's limb with crushing force.
A sudden quick whoosh sounds as he hoists the massive creature high into the air.
A sudden quick thud sounds as he brutally slams the creature against the floor.
Su Chen asks if the monster is ready for more as the creature looks up in confusion.
A sudden, quick rip sounds as Su Chen exerts his overwhelming physical power.
A sudden quick rip sounds as Su Chen begins to systematically dismember the screeching creature.
A sudden quick roar sounds as the monster screams in absolute agony.
A sudden quick swish sounds as he flings the broken monster across the hallway.
Su Chen explains that while he originally planned to let it suffer, he has decided to end its life now.
Su Chen suddenly notices something unusual about the fallen monster.
A sudden quick squelch sounds as the creature's charred flesh begins to pulsate and grow back.
A sudden, quick snap sounds as the monster's mouth and fangs return.
A sudden quick swish sounds as the fully healed monster seizes Su Chen and flips him over.
A sudden quick snap sounds as the creature prepares to feast on Su Chen's foot.
Gao Qiang unleashes another roar, showing off her newly regenerated body and limbs.
The beast glares with glowing eyes, her hunger far from satisfied.
Su Chen observes with interest that the creature has the ability to regenerate her severed limbs.
Dwan Ya watches in disbelief, wondering how such an impossible feat of recovery is happening.
Su Chen remarks that the situation is great, much to the confusion of the pink-haired woman.
Su Chen laughs, noting that the creature's regeneration means she won't be so easy to kill.
He realizes he can now enjoy tearing the monster apart repeatedly without the fun ending too soon.
Su Chen's eyes glow with a sadistic light as he revels in the prospect of more violence.
A sudden quick roar sounds as the monster prepares for a second round of combat. A sudden quick thud sounds as Su Chen catches the creature's face in his powerful gruk.
Su Chen stares down at the beast and questions how many times her body can withstand being destroyed.
A sudden quick rip sounds as Su Chen systematically tears off the creature's left and then right hands.
A sudden quick roar sounds as Su Chen delivers a series of brutal, punishing strikes to the creature.
Su Chen coldly announces that he will now proceed to rip off the monster's tail and legs.
Su Chen stands triumphantly over the broken head of the creature, a twisted smile on his face.
A sudden quick squelch sounds as the creature's body begins another round of rapid, grotesque regeneration.
Gao Qiang gasps in pain while Su Chen calmly informs her that the second round of torture is about to begin.
Su Chen, with glowing purple eyes, announces the third round of combat.
The monster growls as Su Chen coldly counts the next round.
Su Chen relentlessly strikes the creature through the 4th and 5th rounds.
Su Chen observes that even eyes and internal organs can regenerate by the 16th round.
Su Chen decides not to be a devil by gouging out the monster's eyes.
The broken beast weakly asks for the reason behind this cruelty. Su Chen stares back and asks if she truly needs an answer. Su Chen reveals memories of pain and declares this is all for revenge. Su Chen stands over his defeated foe as his power surges.
Dwan Ya asks Su Chen if he is alright after the brutal fight.
Su Chen looks back at the pink-haired woman and asks if she is right.
The woman looks confused and asks what he wants her to be ready for.
Su Chen pulls her close and asks for a reward for being so heroic.
A dark figure looms while the author encourages readers to support the series.
The outside temperature begins to normalize as a potential end to the apocalypse looms. A soldier with a rifle addresses his superior officer in the city.
The soldier reports that a massive group is approaching their rescue point.
The short-haired captain looks back with intense, glowing amber eyes.
A vast swarm of red-eyed monsters charges through the city streets.
The captain watches in horror as she identifies the massive zombie horde.
The captain orders a full evacuation while she stays behind to fight.
The soldiers beg their captain to survive as she is swanned.
She tells them to leave immediately while she faces the wave alone.
Su Chen prepares to demonstrate the true power of his berserker mode. Su Chen and Dwan Ya are in bed together as he counts their sessions.
Su Chen explains he must leave and leaves the pink-haired woman wanting more.
Su Chen demands absolute obedience and value from anyone who stays with him.
Dwan Ya submits as Su Chen's hand crackles with digital energy.
Su Chen prepares to move before the impending zombie tide reaches his location.
Su Chen recalls the millions who died during the previous life's zombie attack. Chaos erupts as factions form and military weapons are scattered across the city.
A group of armed thugs attempts to block the path of Su Chen's car.
Su Chen scoffs at the idea of being robbed in such an environment.
A sudden quick thud sounds as Su Chen slams the accelerator gun.
The leader of the thugs screams in panic as the car accelerates.
A sudden, quick crash sounds as the Hummer smashes through the bandits.
Su Chen leaves the broken bodies of the thugs behind in the road. The subway station collapses under the weight of the sun and the zombies.
Su Chen stands over the crater, noting the thousands buried beneath the rubble.
He observes that car noises attract zombies but decides against hunting them all.
Su Chen arrives at his old university to assess the current situation.
He uses his ability on the wall of the Campus Research Institute.
Su Chen walks calmly through a doorway flanked by monstrous guards.
A chained creature growls and orders the young man to stop. A man on a couch demands Su Chen hand over his backpack immediately.
Su Chen offers the thugs braised chicken legs in exchange for safe passage. The hungry bandits demand he toss the food over right now. A knowing smile spreads across Su Chen's face. A sudden quick wish sounds as Su Chen tosses a tigamak. A sudden quick thud sounds as the leg hits the table with sparks.
Thugs fight desperately for the food. Su Chen reveals the meat is held by a thin wire and mocks them for being unworthy of it.
A sudden quick roar sounds as the enraged thugs charge and demand to kill him. A sudden quick click sounds as Su Chen aims a pistol with glowing purple eyes.
Su Chen walks past the fallen bodies on the stairs, wondering if his warnings help too many idiots survive.
The young man walks down a laboratory hallway labeled Department of Reptiles and Snakes.
A sudden quick snap sounds as Su Chen breaks a lock and notes the lab smells of decay.
Su Chen confirms that he has finally found what he was looking for.
An editorial message asks readers for financial and technical assistance to help the series grow.
Armed men stand guard in the laboratory hallway, knowing someone is hiding inside. Su Chen steps out and tells the armed thugs he cannot afford to be disturbed during this critical time.
Su Chen hears a noise and looks toward the side.
A silver-haired woman in a sports bra leaps through the air to attack the gunman.
A sudden quick thud sounds as she brutally takes down the guards with high-speed acrobatic strikes.
A sudden quick snap sounds as she grapples another guard while being called a derogatory name. A sudden quick swish sounds as she delivers a lethal neck-breaking blow. Su Chen commends her moves while pressing a black pistol against the back of her head. A sudden quick click sounds as Su Chen holds the weapon stay. A sudden quick swish sounds as she tries to twist Su Chen's neck with her legs but finds him immovable. Su Chen remains silent as his face is caught between her powerful legs. A sudden quick click sounds as the woman, now tied to a chair, asks for his identity. She identifies herself as Bai Kang, captain of the Azure Tiger Special Operations Team, and demands her release. Su Chen asks if she knows a man named Lu Xiaofeng, catching her off guard.
Su Chen recalls a memory of saving Lu Xiaofeng's life in a previous situation.
A sudden quick sizzle sounds as a fixed steak is cooked in a pan over a portable stove.
Su Chen explains that fugitives took over the school and used students as hostages.
A flashback shows Lu Xiaofeng leading civilians away from a zombie horde while escaped prisoners infiltrated the group.
Su Chen eats the steak and tells Bai Kang it's not her fault as long as they have weapons. Bai Kang remains tied up in her sports bra and shorts, looking frustrated. The scene shifts to the exterior of the University Administrative Center at sunset. The red ropes used to bind the captain lie discarded on the laboratory floor.
A sudden quick click sounds as Su Chen provides her with firepower support.
Su Chen tells her to leave while she reveals her plan to attack the stronghold to save trapped students. Bai Kang looks at him with concern, wondering if this is the only time they will meet. Bai Kang calls out for your Rojik. A sudden quick thud sounds as Su Chen pulls a massive rifle from his bag to assist her brother. The outside of the university administrative block stands tall under the setting sun. A massive, scarred boss sits on a sofa flanked by two women, asking for a progress report. A thug reports that the gang is ready to take down the students in a dorm. The boss orders that the uncooperative captives be sent to the front to die first. A sudden quick crash sounds as a door is kicked open, startling the bandits. Su Chen walks into the room and apologizes for interrupting their meeting. The bandits demand to know how he broke past 20 guards outside. Su Chen looks back at them casually and asks how he got in. Su Chen points his fingers like a gun and tells them it was just like this. A sudden quick bang sounds as Su Chen's eye glows purple while mimicking a gunshot. A sudden quick boom sounds as a bandit's head is obliterated by an invisible force. The room erupts in panic as the boss realizes the intruder killed a man with just a gesture. Su Chen warns the survivors not to move or they will die. The scarred boss grits his teeth and tells Su Chen to stop playing games. A sudden quick wish sounds as sniper crosshairs lock onto a target on the floor. Bai Kang watches through her scope and warns that many thugs remain in the room. Looking through the sights, the silver-haired woman insists that Su Chen's plan to lure the enemy alone is too risky. Su Chen explains his plan for her to take the sniper rifle to the roof while he acts as bait. Bai Kang closes her eyes in frustration, unable to believe she agreed to such an absurd plan. The view through the scope is suddenly blocked as the curtains in the target window are closed. Bai Chang shouts into her earpiece to ask Su Chen why the curtains closed and how the situation is progressing. She freezes as a mocking voice comes through her earpiece, laughing at her for thinking a sniper would work. A sudden quick wish sounds as the captain realizes she has been spotted and leaps from the roof. A sudden quick thud sounds as Bai Kang rushes down the stairs while a voice orders the thugs to kill her. A sudden quick thud sounds as she sprints through the hallway, determined to avenge Su Chen. Su Chen stands over the defeated gang while holding the scarred boss by the throat, noting the lack of supplies. A promotional page features a variety of different series for readers to explore. A sudden quick crackle sounds as Su Chen ignores the boss's threats and informs him that his allies will be joining him soon. Bai Kang arrives in shock and asks if he did this alone, while he explains the enemies were already weak.
Su Chen looks back coldly and states that his willingness to share supplies depends on how the students behave.
As Su Chen heads toward the exit, Bai Qiang asks in confusion why they are going to the girls' dormitory. Su Chen explains that he questioned the thugs and learned that Xiao Feng and the students are gathered there. A sudden quick wish sounds as the silhouettes of bodies are seen hanging from the ceiling in a dark room. A sudden quick wish sounds as a captive woman with a mohawk is shown suspended by her wrists.
Su Chen's eye glows with a dangerous red light as he takes in the grim scene. The masked man walks toward the admin block and complains about a woman who keeps causing trouble.
Inside the room, the masked leader orders his men to get the captain down while expressing his disappointment.
A man pulls on the heavy ropes to lower the suspended prisoner.
A sudden quick thud sounds as the woman reaches the floor and tells Steel Fang she needs his comfort after a close call with death.
Steel Fang holds a barbed whip and asks her if she is sure about that.
A sudden quick wish sounds as the cruel whip is lashed to the ear. A sudden quick thud sounds as Sister Jia screams out in pain and pleasure while being struck.
Steel Fang asks how she is feeling while she tells him she feels much better and asks if he saw everything.
Sitting on the couch with the woman, the masked man demands to know who stole his supplies.
Sister Ji describes the intruder as a devil while Steel Fang demands a name so he can make him pay. With a dark and focused look, the woman speaks Su Chen's name.
At the dormitory, Bai Qiang rushes to her brother and asks how he was injured.
Xiao Fang asks what Su Chen is doing there, but his sister clarifies that the young man is his brother.
Su Chen approaches the wounded man and offers to take a look at his serious injury. Su Chen notes the wound is infected by cannibals and warns that it will be life-threatening without medicine.
Xiao Feng stares back in despair, knowing that medicine is an impossible resource to find.
Su Chen hands over a stock of medicine boxes, surprising both the captain and her brother.
Su Chen recalls a god of war from his previous life and hopes his investment in Xiao Feng is not for nothing.
Xiao Feng acknowledges that he owes him a favor and asks Su Chen what he wants in return.
Su Chen informs the group that a great flood is coming and they must evacuate immediately.
He explains that melting glaciers will cause the entire land to be submerged in floodwater.
A brown-haired student calls his warning nonsense and accuses him of trying to monopolize the school's resources.
Su Chen identifies the girl as Fang Cheng, a wealthy boxer who enjoys creating social divides.
Fang Cheng demands to know if Su Chen has any food in his bag.
A sudden, quick wish sounds as the girl reaches out her hand and orders him to hand the bag over for inspection.
A sudden quick thud sounds as Su Chen delivers a swift, powerful slap to her face. Feng Qing clutches her cheek in disbelief and asks how he dared to hit her.
The surrounding students cheer for her to be kicked out while Su Chen notes her infamous reputation.
Feng Qing screams with rage that she will find her father and have everyone killed for this treatment.
Su Chen and the silver-haired woman watch Feng Cheng run away to find her father. A gloved hand reaches for the shouting, brown-haired girl.
Steel Fang captures Fang Cheng and demands Su Chen's location.
Su Chen walks away while the silver-haired captain takes charge of the evacuation.
Su Chen considers the upcoming mutation of a snake and his potential new abilities.
A sudden quick scream sounds as a desperate plea for help comes through the phone. Su Chen stops and looks back at the distant Shannon.
Su Chen finds the girl held captive and suspended above the truck.
Steel Fang mocks the young man's lack of a formidable reputation. Su Chen's gaze narrows as he recognizes the name of the organization. Steel Fang opens the truck container to reveal a lethal surprise.
A sudden quick roar sounds as a horde of monsters emerges.
A sudden quick wish sounds as tension rises between the opponents. Bai Tang identifies the direction where Su Chen went. The captain and Xiao Feng rush to investigate the mice.
A sudden quick roar sounds as the monsters swarm the courtyard.
Steel Fang offers a cruel deal for the girl's life. Feng Qing begs Su Chen to hurry him save her.
Su Chen mentions a complication in rescuing the girl.
The captive girl stares at him in complete shock.
Feng Qing berates him for his action.
Su Chen mocks her preference for foreign gentlemen.
Feng Qing realizes he is taking revenge for her previous insults.
The girl defiantly screams that she does not need his help. Su Chen warns her to remember those words very carefully. A sudden quick roar sounds as the monsters close in on the hanging girl. Feng Qing's bravado breaks as she pleads for salvation.
A sudden quick snap sounds as the monsters lunge for their prey.
Steel Fang laughs and prepares to execute both of them.
Steel Fang explains the technology used to control the monsters. Su Chen deduces the function of the monster controlling power.
A sudden quick spit sounds as the masked man reacts to the powder. Steel Fang orders the monsters to tear Su Chen to pieces. Su Chen braces himself for the attack as his eye glows purple. A sudden quick swish sounds as digital swords are summoned. A sudden quick boom sounds as a massive shockwave clears the air. Su Chen carves through the horde with incredible speed. The young man lands gracefully after his devastating strike.
Steel Fang is enraged by the survival of his cocket.
Su Chen suddenly appears unharmed behind the shocked antagonist.
Bai Qiang and Xiao Feng finally arrive at the scene of the struggle.
The silver-haired woman reacts with alarm to the carnage.
Steel Fang looms over the area as the swarm continues.
The antagonist demands an immediate and lethal assault. Su Chen tells him his commands are now completely pointless. Steel Fang is baffled by the young man's confidence. Su Chen stands over the remains of the defeated monsters.
Steel Fang is stunned by the overwhelming display of power. A sudden, quick thud sounds as Su Chen moves to finish the encounter.
Su Chen rejects any affiliation with the Federal Bureau of Evolution. Su Chen stands over a trembling masked man.
Su Chen grips the masked man's head and demands to know who ordered him to come and kill him.
The masked man begs for mercy, but Su Chen refuses to spare him as he demands the man stop.
A maniacal laugh escapes Su Chen as his eye glows with a sinister light.
Lightning crackles as Su Chen begins to exert his overwhelming car.
A sudden quick smash sounds as he brings his hand down with lethal force.
Holding the mask, Su Chen thinks that things would be easier if he had a capable assistant. The scene shifts back to the exterior Vow top. In a dream, the pink-haired woman begs Su Chen not to leave her behind.
She screams Su Chen's name in a moment of sheer desperation.
A sudden quick gasp sounds as she wakes up in her bed.
She admits she dreamed about him again and wonders why he hasn't returned yet.
Sitting on the edge of the bed, a sudden quick roar sounds in the distance. She recalls Su Chen questioning her qualifications and vows she won't be a burden to him. Determined, she declares she wants to be his right-hand man while reaching for a weapon.
The pink-haired woman aims a handgun with a look of fierce determination.
She searches the dark room with her weapon drawn and ready. A sudden quick gasp sounds as she feels a presence behind her. Her eye glows pink as she realizes someone or something is there. A sudden quick growl sounds as a charred, monstrous man appears right behind her.
She freezes in shock, wondering when the beast managed to appear behind her.
A sudden quick bang sounds as she fires a shot into the fable. She curses her luck, realizing she is blocked by the furniture. A sudden quick clatter sounds as the monster causes her to drop to then. She watches in horror as the handgun slides away across the table. The monster lets out a deafening roar with its mouth wide open.
A sudden quick crunch sounds as she fears her life is over.
She wonders what the man is doing and suspects he might be blind from his sniffing.
She realizes he is too close and knows he will attack if she makes any sound. She slowly reaches up, hoping she can just reach the gun.
She tells herself she only needs to move just a little more. Her hand stretches toward the weapon in a desperate attempt.
A sudden quick scrape sounds as she grabs the gun while the monster lunges. She curses as the creature strikes her against the cable. The monster roars again as it prepares to finish its assault.
She recalls Su Chen's warning that he doesn't allow useless people around him.
Declaring she isn't useless, she kicks the monster with a sudden, quick thud sounding. She delivers a powerful kick directly into the creature's face. A sudden quick crack sounds as her heel connects with its jaw. A sudden quick thud sounds as she continues her fierce counterattack. A sudden quick gasp sounds as she stares at the beast. She delivers another heavy kick to the monster's head. A sudden quick thud sounds as the creature is sent sprawling.
She catches her breath, looking down at the defeated monster.
A sudden quick thud sounds as she tells Su Chen she is not useless at all. She stands over the body with her axe, deciding to see if there is a crystal core in its head.
The scene transitions to the girls' dormitory at the university.
Narration explains that Bai Qiang contacted her brother to bring troops and ensure the students' safety. Bai Qiang stands beside a gray-haired man as they both carry rifles.
Narration reveals that the snake Su Chen was watching has also begun its mutation.
A sign marks the entrance to the Laboratory Department of Reptiles and Snakes.
Su Chen stares intently at a small snake and wonders how far it can mutate.
A sudden quick splash sounds as a bucket of water is emptied over the reptile.
Su Chen observes the creature heading into the water to complete its transformation.
A sudden quick roar sounds as the snake mutates into a massive purple glowing beast. Su Chen watches with curiosity as the water begins to turn.
A sudden quick boom sounds as a powerful surge of energy erupts.
Su Chen notes that providing even a bucket of water caused massive growth, potentially avoiding a flood-scale disaster.
Holding his digital sword, Su Chen decides that since the beast submitted, he will keep it as a pet.
A sudden quick whish sounds as the dragon-like creature attempts to escape through a window.
A sudden quick crash sounds as Su Chen leaps forward to intercept the retreating beast.
The massive creature lets out a terrifying roar with its mouth wide open. Su Chen swings his blade and mocks the creature for not being fast enough to spite its special walk. A sudden quick clink sounds as the sword impacts the creature's body.
Su Chen is surprised to find that the creature's scales are incredibly hard.
The beast roars as it prepares a counterattack.
Su Chen prepares a powerful punch and vows to smash the creature if his blade fails.
A sudden quick thud sounds as a devastating blow lands on the monster's head.
Su Chen is suddenly trapped as the beast's long body coils around him. As the coils tighten, Su Chen grunts and acknowledges the creature's cunning move to entangle him.
Su Chen realizes the previous strike was merely a feint for the creature's true goal.
The dragon-like snake lunges forward with its fangs bared.
From a distance, Su Chen asks if someone is still watching the struggle.
The silver-haired man asks Bai Qiang if she can't bear to leave Su Chen while she tells him to be quiet.
The man questions her feelings and assumes Su Chen is doomed, but the silver-haired woman insists he will survive.
Bai Qiang describes Su Chen as a monster with a deep, mysterious gaze that she sensed from their first meeting.
A sudden, quick wish sounds as Su Chen's hand reaches out toward his foe.
A sudden, quick snap sounds as Su Chen breaks the coils and mocks the beast for thinking it could trap him.
Su Chen mentions that even decapitated snakes can bite before preparing his final strike.
A sudden, quick slash sounds as Su Chen tears through the massive creature.
A sudden, quick thud sounds as Su Chen stands victoriously over the defeated monster.
Su Chen reaches down and picks up a glowing purple crystal boar.
With his eyes glowing red, Su Chen wonders what kind of ability the crystal will grant him.
Su Chen sits amidst the ruined city while monitoring a blue screen.
A sudden, quick wish sounds as rain begins to pour over the cityscape.
Narration explains that inland cities could not escape the devastation as floodwaters sweep through the streets.
A sudden, quick splash sounds as Su Chen sinks into the water and feels his body undergoing further changes. Su Chen notes his skin has developed scales and his eyes have gained a protective membrane for underwater vision.
He realizes he is no longer using his nose to breathe and is instead absorbing oxygen through his skin.
The young man swims effortlessly through the flooded buildings.
Su Chen navigates the fierce current and notes that debris acts like hidden weapons in the water.
He observes the volcanic ash in the sky and predicts a doomsday winter will soon block the sun.
Su Chen reflects on the fragility of civilization and remembers the powerful factions that will soon emerge.
He recalls the northern territories held by the Snake and Corpse King and the southern lands of the cannibals.
He thinks of the Western Rat King and the Eastern leader Gao Qiang, whom he almost died fighting before.
In this life, he has already removed 2 threats and aims to collect the remaining crystal cores to stay strong.
Su Chen plans to head to the university to find the Rat King and claim its core with minimal effort.
Su Chen realizes he relaxed too much as several glowing-eyed monsters surround him in the deep.
High above the water, 2 men cling to a tower and wonder how the flood broke out.
One man spots someone swimming toward them, but the other warns that anyone in the water is already dead.
The bearded man spots something in the distance.
As Su Chen swims rapidly through the floodwaters, the spiky-haired man identifies him and expresses shock that he has not yet drowned.
Clinging to the pole, the spiky-haired man grumbles that they are only stuck in the flood because the Bureau ordered them to watch Su Chen, and he vows to kick the young man back into the water if he approaches.
The bearded man notes Su Chen's incredible speed and notices something following him.
A sudden quick splash sounds as a swarm of red-eyed monsters emerges from the water, prompting a terrified scream.
The narrator questions how Su Chen is able to swim so quickly against such a fierce current. As Su Chen nears the tower, the men yell out that they are from the Federal Bureau of Evolution and warn him to stay away.
Su Chen's eye narrows as he considers that the Bureau's influence has already spread this far, realizing he can extract information from them.
Su Chen leaps from the water and strikes at the man on the pole.
A sudden, quick thud sounds as Su Chen's boot connects with the bearded man's head.
The spiky-haired man gasps in disbelief at the sudden assault. The bearded man loses his grip and falls toward the churning water.
A sudden quick snap sounds as a hand reaches out and catches the falling man.
Su Chen pulls the man onto the tower platform and tells him to hold on to the pillar, while the panicked bearded man cries out that he cannot reach it.
Su Chen strains with all his might and promises that he will definitely pull the man up to safety.
The bearded man begs Su Chen to let go before they both die from the weight, but Su Chen defiantly refuses, declaring they will die together if they must.
Sitting atop the tower, Su Chen demands to know everything about the Federal Bureau of Evolution, but the spiky-haired man curses him and refuses to talk, claiming others will avenge them.
Su Chen acknowledges the man's guts, but warns him not to blame him for what happens next as the monsters close in.
A sudden quick slip sounds as Su Chen releases his grip on the man.
The bearded man falls into the infested water with a desperate scream. Su Chen casually remarks that the man was pulled down by the current while the spiky-haired man shouts for his companion. The spiky-haired man dives into the flood to save his friend as a sudden quick splash sounds.
Beneath the surface, a monster roars as it prepares to devour the diving man. Thinking he is about to die, the man is suddenly shielded as Su Chen dives in with his blade.
Su Chen carves through the underwater horde with precision and speed. The spiky-haired man watches in awe, wondering if Su Chen is truly human given his overwhelming strength.
Back on the tower, the man admits he owes Su Chen a favor and reveals they were sent by the Federal Bureau of Evolution to monitor him. The group gathers on the platform as the man explains they are simply following orders from above.
Su Chen recalls a previous rat disaster at the Science and Technology University and asks if the labs there were conducting research on rats.
The man replies that they do not know what happens inside the labs, as only researchers are permitted to enter.
Su Chen resolves to investigate the university before the rat disaster can erupt.
Narration shifts the focus to the Green City Hotel, where Dwan Ya has managed to obtain a crystal core from a monster's head.
A sudden, quick gasp sounds as the pink-haired woman's eye flies open.
Dwan Ya looks around the room with a dazed expression. Standing in her room, Dwan Ya wonders if her attempt at evolution was successful.
She notices the floodwater entering the room and wonders how high it has risen as tentacles begin to surface.
Dwan Ya's eyes glow with a vibrant pink energy. She experiences a surge of power as her body undergoes a transformation. A close-up reveals the intense pink light in her eye.
She asks herself once more if she has truly succeeded in her evolution.
A sudden quick glow sounds as she senses a presence behind her.
A leech-like monster with a circular mouth rises from the water and Dwan Ya asks what the creature is.
The creature coils around her body and she complains that it is slimy and disgusting. She looks down in terror as the beast tightens its grip. The monster prepares to strike her from behind. The creature opens its massive tooth-filled maw.
Sharp rows of teeth glisten as the beast lunges.
A sudden quick crunch sounds as the monster bites down on her shoulder.
Dwan Ya screams in pain as more tentacles wrap around her limbs.
Pinned against the wall, she cries out that she is completely entangled and unable to move.
Dwan Ya looks down in shock as many monsters surround her. Pinned by tentacles, the pink-haired woman laments not having time to master her ability.
A memory surfaces of Su Chen explaining that consuming a crystal nucleus grants a monster's ability.
In the past, nurse-clad Dwan Ya asks how she can use an unknown ability if she doesn't know what it is.
Su Chen advises her to feel her body and environment to master control of her changes.
Returning to the present, the pink-haired woman declares she can finally feel it.
She mocks the monster's glowing pink segments and asks if those are their small brains. The woman's eyes turn red as she commands the creatures to stop right now.
The surrounding monsters instantly freeze in place as power ripples through them. As the tentacles fall away, the pink-haired woman complains about being sticky and gooey. She warns the monsters to wait as she reaches for a heavy axe.
The pink-haired woman stands ready with the bloody axe resting on her shoulder.
A sudden, quick slash sounds as the pink-haired woman vows to cut them all down.
The woman walks through the flooded room with the heavy weapon in hand. A mysterious figure approaches from the shadows and asks if they can join her.
The pink-haired woman turns aggressively and demands to know who is there.
Su Chen appears shirtless and commends her for having the sense to grab a weapon for protection.
The pink-haired woman's eye widens in shock as she recognizes Su Chen. She lunges at Su Chen and hugs him, crying out that she was so worried. The pink-haired woman blushes and asks Su Chen what he is pressing against her.
She asks Su Chen why he isn't wearing any clothes again.
Chibi Su Chen laughs and explains that he stripped because the water was dirty, promising to shower.
Water flows into a bathtub as Su Chen reflects that home is best.
The two relax together in the large bathtub amidst the flooded sea. Su Chen rests his hand on the woman's shoulder and asks if she awakened an ability.
He asks the pink-haired woman if she saw his power.
Su Chen mentions he could feel her ability through the temperature of her mouth.
The pink-haired woman reacts with shock and asks what kind of temperature he means.
Su Chen leans back and asks what her specific ability is.
The woman explains that her power seems to be a type of mind control ability.
She suggests practicing the newly awakened ability on Su Chen first.
Su Chen watches with interest and asks how she plans to practice.
The pink-haired woman's eye glows with energy.
Su Chen sees a vision of the woman in a provocative outfit calling him master.
A massive purple wolf manifestation appears behind Su Chen, terrifying the pink-haired woman. She realizes she would have collapsed without Su Chen's consent to her mental influence. Su Chen's eyes glow red as he declares her ability is quite good. He promises to make her practice until her legs go weak as the hotel glows. The scene shifts to the hotel exterior.
A sudden, quick bang sounds as a hand fires a pistol at a distant target.
A sudden, quick crunch sounds as a monster's head is obliterated by a bullet. While teaching her to shoot, Su Chen tells her to focus, and she asks why they aren't at the university. Su Chen tells the woman she has half a day to learn and asks if she's a medical student.
He declares she is coming with him next to demonstrate her usefulness.
Narration presents Chapter 20 as Su Chen sits atop a hoard of supplies in the ruins.
On a luxury yacht, the pink-haired woman asks if her bunny outfit is appropriate.
Su Chen and the woman sit on the deck of the boat cruising through the flooded city.
Su Chen mentions he came to see a friend and wonders if he survived the disaster.
The woman tells him not to worry because good people usually have good fortune.
A sudden, quick splash sounds as the luxury yacht cuts through the deep floodwaters.
The pink-haired woman announces their arrival. The luxury yacht reaches the university walls.
Su Chen's eyes flare with red intensity.
A sudden, quick bang sounds as gunfire erupts.
Su Chen shields the woman from bullets.
A guard demands their identity and business.
Su Chen recalls the previous mutant rat disaster.
Su Chen requests entry to join the bureau.
The guard makes a crude, lecherous offer.
The woman offers braised pork as a brag.
The guard reacts with disbelief and hunger.
The guard orders his subordinate to open a gate. The luxury yacht sails into the university.
The guard demands the meat immediately.
The woman's eyes flare with mental power.
The entranced guard plans to experiment waiter.
Lu Tao begins guiding them into the base.
Lu Tao discusses the necessity of cooperation.
Lu Tao explains the camp's tiered layout. A hungry little girl suddenly collapses. The woman asks about the girl's parents.
The woman offers the child some bread. The girl worries about the woman's hunger.
Su Chen promises the girl plenty of food.
The child expresses doubt about current hardships.
Su Chen prepares to manifest a feast.
Su Chen summons an incredible hot pot dinner.
The pink-haired woman feeds the starving girl. Su Chen senses an approaching hostile presence.
Enforcers arrive to seize the hoard of food.
The thugs demand to know who broke rules. The woman comforts the girl before facing thugs. Su Chen and the woman confront the intruders.
A sudden quick hey sounds as the leader glares.
The woman claims the food is for them.
She tells them to enjoy the feast.
The enforcers descend upon the meat in frenzy. Su Chen rests atop a stockpile of crates.
A bridge spans the gap between ruins.
The displaced survivors wait in the courtyard.
Su Chen suspects the thugs are being crocked.
The spiked man stares with blackened eyes.